Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Students, I Asad Awan is here as your Pakistan studies teacher, and our class is ninth, our week is 7th, whereas lecture is first. First of all, I would like to establish uh, our connection with the previous knowledge, and our previous topic of discussion was Pakistan resolution. Student, we will discuss Pakistan resolution under different headings. First of all, I would like to discuss background of Pakistan resolution. First point which I mentioned here, that Congress leaders totally neglected and ignore the Muslim point of view. Number one. Number two, Hindus were given more rights and they were given priorities, whereas Muslims were continuously pushed back. Third point is Muslims started feeling unsafe because their lives, their properties, all were at a great risk. As per Lahore resolution is concerned, that later on it was known as Pakistan resolution, uh, and it was passed in the annual session of All India Muslim League, 1940, between 22 March to 24 March at Minto Park, which is now called Iqbal Park. And purpose is creation of independent states for the Muslims in the British India. A resolution was moved by Bengal Chief Minister Maulvi Fazlul Haq, who is known as Sher-e-Bengal. As per Pakistan resolution is concerned, it is mentioned here that Muslims will not accept any constitutional plan, and it will not work as well, which will at least the plan will be designed as that basic principles should meet. For example, different geographical contiguous units are demarcated into regions which should be constituted with such territorial readjustment wherever it is necessary. So, of course, where the Muslims are in majority, those areas, northwestern and eastern zones of India, they should group together to constitute independent state in which the constituent units shall be autonomous and sovereign. As per uh, minorities are concerned, it is mentioned that effective and mandatory safeguards should be there, and that rights should be provided in the constitution as well for the minorities, so that their religious, cultural, economical, political, administrative and other rights should be protected. So the resolution was accepted by the participants, and who gathered, who assembled in the meeting place in large number. So resolution was seconded by a number of prominent Muslim leaders from all over the country. Now, reaction on Lahore resolution. Hindu press published news that Muslim League had a dangerous design. What? Because Muslim League wanted to disintegrate the subcontinent and wanted to create Pakistan. So at that time, Congress was having a firm belief on Hindu Raj, so they manipulated it and said manipulated Lahore resolution and said that Pakistan, All India Muslim League created problem in the way of independence and wanted to retain the British uh, control over the subcontinent. Number two, Congress said that people of India wanted to form one united nation. Number three, Congress hostility grew towards Muslim League. So, importance of the resolution. New meaning and shape to the Muslim demand for a separate hope for a separate nation. It gave new hope, confidence, and infused a big spirit among Muslims. Number 3, the resolution showed the unity among the Muslims. Now, coming toward today's topic of discussion is Cripps mission. Today's topic of discussion is Cripps mission. So our objective is student will be able to discuss proposals of Cripps mission and reaction of political parties to Cripps mission. So first of all, I would like to discuss what are the causes of Cripps mission. World War II was going on. Japan had already attacked Pearl Harbor on 7th December 1941, where the American naval base and destroyed it. So Philippines had been taken over, Malaysia had been taken over, and now the Japan army is there on the border of Assam. So here Japan could easily attack India. So to check the situation, Sir Stafford Cripps, a member of War Cabinet, was sent in March 1942 to India to get India's cooperation to fight the war. And what are those proposals which are given by the Cripps? Number 1, Indian Dominion status will be given after the war, like Canada and Australia. Promise of the formation of a constitution assembly is there to finalize the constitution. Number 3, princely states are free to join India or remain independent. Number 4, provinces could decide to be separate from India and frame their own constitution. Number 5, till further notice, the defense would be handled by the British government itself. So what are the suggestions of Cripps mission? That any province or state should be free either to adhere or not to adhere to the new constitution. Then Government of India Act 1935 shall be remain in force until the end of the war. So the suggestions are to be accepted or rejected as a whole. Cripps proposals are being rejected on behalf of following 3 agenda points. That in Cripps proposal, division of the India is being mentioned, and number of independent states have to be independent. So whereas dominion status is concerned, there is no limit, time limit of dominion status, so the declaration was vague. As per princely states are concerned, people were denied to have right to elect their rep, whereas already nominated rulers have to decide about the future of the princely states. Mr. Gandhi criticized Cripps proposals, and he said that it's a post-dated check on a failing bank, whereas Muslim League also rejected the Cripps proposal as it didn't clearly state the decision of partition and formation of Muslim state. So after Cripps mission, Jinnah Gandhi talks start in September 1944. So after releasing from jail, Gandhi wrote a letter to Quaid-e-Azam on 17th July 1944 and asked him for a meeting. So Gandhi Jinnah talks began on 19th September to 24th September in Bombay, whereas Gandhi held those talks to convince Jinnah to take hands from demand of an independent nation. But Quaid-e-Azam remained firm and was not agreed to the proposals, and talks ended. So now I would like to recapitulate the topic Cripps mission. So background, it is here that World War II, I told you that British faced a great loss there in that, and Indians were politically stable, and they wanted their rights to make them satisfy British government. So they appointed a British government appointed a delegation under the chairmanship of Sir Stafford Cripps. Cripps mission reached New Delhi on 23rd March 1942 to hold talk with the Indian leaders, but the mission couldn't hold talks with Indian leaders, so they submitted their own suggestions to the government in April 1942. Dominion status shall be granted after the war. Number 2, Viceroy Executive Council be expanded. Number 3, an Indian body to be set up to frame a new constitution. Number 4, British province and princely states shall be free to refuse the Indian Union and frame their own constitution. Number 5, till the end of the war, England to